Hey guys, welcome to DearDre. This is podcast number 2. Okay, now that's 4. This is podcast number 2. What's up, guys? I just wanted to talk to you guys today. I'm not feeling my very best, so this really won't be long. But it's just something that's been on my heart and been on my mind for a while now. And now that I've taken the big step, I figure it's time to share with my fans, with my subscribers, with the people that support me, which is you guys. So comment below if you know when it's time to say goodbye. Now, this could be relationships, this could be friendships, this could be work related, but how do you know when it's time to say goodbye? And before I even start my story, I just wanted to explain what DearDre is, because a lot of people have been asking me and I've been texting it out, and it's a lot. So I'm just gonna make this general video to tell you guys about what DearDre is all about. So DearDre was made because I did a signed and sealed type of podcast thingy on Snapchat about 2 years ago. I think we were going into 2018, and I told myself that the last day of 2017, I am saying goodbye to the foolishness. So anyway, on Snapchat, I got on there and I started I wasn't using names, I was using initials. And I was playing music in the background, but we all know you can't really do that on YouTube, which is the reason why I don't have my soca playing right now. But I have music playing for each person because music means a lot for me. If you guys don't know me, but I can start sharing some things about me, but music is life. I sing, not as much as I used to anymore, but I sing, I dance, and I just love music. I'm from the Caribbean. I'm from St. Lucia. Big up 758. So music is just life for me. So when I hear music, I like to listen to music. I'm sorry if you're hearing my train right now, but I like to listen to music that actually has a meaning, that actually has like a purpose. Like when I hear it, I listen for the lyrics and the words to see if it means anything to me. Sometimes I listen to music that don't really mean much. Sometimes I like my ratchet playlist. Cardi B, what up? But most of the time I listen to music that means something to me. And so for my little podcast signed and sealed that I did 2 years ago, I used people's initials that I wanted to say goodbye to, and I associated a song to it. I said goodbye to an ex who did me no good. Anyway, I said goodbye to like a childhood love, not really saying goodbye because we're still very cool and we still talk, but just say kind of like closing the book on that chapter of us, and just knowing, finalizing the fact that we can be friends and move on, and childhood was fun, but we're adults now. So I did a sign and seal for that, and I think I did a sign and seal to like people, friends that I had to let go. But even not only for other people, I just want to say that DearDre is not just for other people. Like, even if it's something within yourself that you want to say goodbye to, whether it's changing your diet, whether it's losing weight, whether it's not binging on TV when you got a paper due. That's not me though. I get my papers done. But like DearDre is all about just saying goodbye to people and things that are just holding you back from living your best life. Like, what's holding you back from living your best life? That is what DearDre is all about. That is the purpose. That is the blank. That is period. What's holding you back from living your best life? And basically, like, you write to my Gmail, which is ssdeardre@gmail.com. You send me your letters. I may know who you are, but the viewers will not. Even if you want to even put it in the email, just an initial, so maybe I won't know who you are. But you write to me. I share it on my YouTube podcast, DearDre. I do it anonymously, so you don't have to worry about your information. Please don't put personal information in your letters. But of course, I'll read it beforehand to make sure that what I'm sharing is appropriate for our viewers, because nobody likes a stalker. But anyway, so you write me those letters, just saying goodbye to people and things that you are no longer wanting to be in your space, to be in your life. It's not serving you anymore. It's not doing you any good. So basically you write that to my Gmail and I share it. I comment on it. I ask for other comments on it. And we just keep it pushing. And hopefully when you hear your story being read, when you hear the commentary, when you see what other people have comments on, and hopefully it's just encouragement and positivity. And that is what I'm calling. That is the vibe I am calling for my channel. Positivity and encouragement. And hopefully when you get these things, you're able to continue stepping into your best life. That is what DearDre is all about. But sometimes I might do a little video like today. You know, I'm not feeling great, but I wanted to talk to you about something. So it's just all about just little tidbits, dropping keys, important keys on how to live your best life. I'm not living my best life because there are still some things that I need to sign, seal, and say goodbye to. There are so much things that I need to do in order for me to level up. But hopefully, when you guys help yourself, I help myself, we help each other. So we're all in this together. All right, so story time. So basically, I had this job. At first I was really happy because the job that I actually began to enjoy, you know, they shut down. That's just the America way. But I had this job. I got another one, you know, shout out to my bestie. Thank you for putting me on. She had my back. But some things happened at the job that I wasn't too fond of. Things happened at the job that I wasn't happy about. Things happened inside the job and outside of the job that just was not serving me anymore. And I just want to say, when something is not serving you anymore, you feel it. You feel it physically where you start to get sick. You feel it mentally when you can no longer be at peace when you're supposed to be at peace. Like when you're binge watching Orange is the New Black. So you're supposed to be just relaxed and you're not relaxed anymore. You feel it when something is not serving you anymore. You feel depressed. You feel down. You feel sad. You feel heavy. I don't know if y'all understand that in like a spiritual sense and just another realm of this earth. You feel heavy. It's not like you weigh too much, you got on a scale, you gained 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds. No, you just feel heavy within yourself. Your spiritual self is heavy. You feel weighed down like a bunch of things are on top of you. When something is no longer serving you, it is time to let it go because it will show up in other places in your life. Blank, period. That's just it. It's going to show up in other places in your life and you don't need that. So anyway, I had this job that even though I loved, let me just say, you know, I've worked with kids basically all of my career. I've worked with children and I love children and I love watching them grow. And they may get on my last nerve sometimes, but it's a powerful thing to know that you are one of the reasons why these kids are succeeding. They came in at a D and they left at a B. That's progress. That's good. So anyway, I had this job. I worked with kids. I love seeing them grow. I taught dance. So it was just amazing just to see their progress and their growth throughout the whole year. And I was proud of myself because, man, I had so many haters. I can't even sing right because, guys, I'm going through it. I think it's my tonsils. But anyway, yeah, so I can't even sing right. But I had so many haters. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, coming from the place that I came from, meaning my other job. Guys, this is not a booger, okay? It's my nose ring. So just, it's not a booger. I clean my nose on a regular. It's my nose ring, okay? Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, like coming from the place that I came from, my other job, which was like very supportive, like we helped each other. and we were there for each other, and we laughed and joked like all the time. And even when we wasn't feeling each other, like we each had our own space, where we really didn't have to. I mean, we didn't. No, it was kind of small. We had to see each other face, but you know, we had so many fun times. Like coming from that into this new environment where it's like nobody wants to see you grow. Nobody wants to see you move past them. Y'all ever had one of those? Somebody who didn't want to see you move past them? The hate is real. You know, mind you, some of them had everything that they needed to climb up the ladder. But they were fine until you were climbing the ladder. Let's just put it out there. There's a lot of people in this world who have everything that they need to move on, and they stay where they are, content and happy, but miserable. And then that misery starts to show once you start climbing up that ladder. Then they don't want to see that no more. All of a sudden, everything is a problem. Yeah, so anyway, that was the type of environment that I was working in. And although I love the kids, and although that was amazing, it was great, it's not worth it. And I think that's one of the major keys I'm going to drop right now. Money is not everything. Money is not everything. If something is not serving you, if it is just messing with your vibe, you're no longer positive, you're no longer the person that you were in a negative way, it gotta go. Money is not everything. And you know what? As I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking to myself. I gotta remind myself every time I'm looking for work, every time I'm looking for what's my next big thing. Even starting DearDre, it's just like, all right, people do get rich off of YouTube, yes. Mind you, the viewers, the subscribers. Yeah, I'm trying to get that up. As a matter of fact, hit that subscribe button, follow me, put your notifications on. But even though, and share, thank you, share. Even though like people get rich and stuff off of YouTube, like I'm not doing this for the money. That should never be your number one. It could be your number 2. It could be your number 3, your number 4. It could be on your list, your top 10, you know, make that money, get that bread. It could be there, but it should never be your number 1. Money is not everything. And as I've grown older and I'm getting more serious about what I want to do with my life, because yes, I'm getting my master's in a year, and yet I still find myself wondering if I have made the right decisions, but that's a whole nother podcast. But as I've grown and gotten more serious about what I want to do, starting DearDre, starting this podcast, this YouTube podcast, has been one of the best decisions of my life. And I'm not making any money right now, but it's just sharing what I've been through, my experiences, with people who are going to watch, people who are interested, people who's going to support. And you know what? I cannot wait to get that first letter. I cannot wait till my inbox is flooded with DearDre letters. I cannot wait for people to start sharing back, because it's not just about me. It's about all of us and how we're going to grow and how we can help each other. So, to be honest, money is just not everything. How are you going to be happy? How are you going to be content? How is your spiritual self going to survive? Because if your physical self is unhappy, your spiritual self will be unhappy. How are you going to stay in balance with yourself? How are you going to live your best life? Hello, DearDre. DearDre, this is how I'm living my best life. Money is not everything. And so, you know, my schedule is changing. Like I said, I'm a master's student. And I'm trying to work. I've been working since I was in high school. You know, I've always had a job. I am not the only child per se, but I've always liked my own money. I've always liked depending on me for getting my bills paid, for eating, for going out and chilling, hitting the clubs and the bars. I've always depended on me for my money. I don't like asking people for money. I like spending my money how I want to spend my money. Even when I'm broke, it's my broke. I put myself here. But anyway, so yeah, basically it's just like money is not everything, guys. And so when I sat down and I really thought about my schedule changing and how much I probably will not be as reliant as I was this year, when I had the time, when I had the space for this job, I had to make the decision, and I made the decision to leave. But even before that, during the year, I had this gut feeling that was just telling me it's time to go. And that gut feeling has gotten stronger as I've gotten older. When I was younger, I stayed in friendships that I shouldn't have. I kept some people around me that I shouldn't have. I've stayed in relationships and others have hurt me, and I have hurt others when I should have just ended it. That nobody would have gotten as hurt as they did. I have stayed at jobs longer than I should have. And this started back in undergrad, this gut feeling of telling me when it's time to go, when it's time to let go, when it's time to say goodbye, when it's time to sign my name at that bottom line, seal it, and let it fly. It started in undergrad. And it was my first real job. And I started to realize that they weren't treating me the same. I started to realize that what I had to offer was no longer being appreciated. And I started to realize that I am more than what I am doing here. Drop key. Another one. Major key. If you have more inside of you, why would you stay somewhere that is asking you for the minimum? You have so much more inside of you. So why are we staying at places that, are telling us, here, shred some paper, here, stamp this envelope? When you are the designer of a letterhead, inside of you is greatness. Inside of you is somebody who can design that website, who can design them posters, who can do outreach, who can be in charge of your own program, who can oversee staff and oversee kids, who can start your own business. So why are we staying at mediocre? Why are we comfortable with being mediocre? No, if you're at a place that's asking you for the minimum when you have the maximum inside of you, sign, seal, let it fly. Leave on a good note. That's another major key. Okay, that's number 3. Leave on a good note. Some people may not treat you right. Some people may not like to see you go. Some people will have something smart to say. Not some people, a lot of people will have something smart to say. But leave on a good note. Write whatever you gotta write, which is if it's your 2-week notice. Don't just not show up. Don't just not go in. Leave on a good note. Have a professional meeting. Talk about, you don't always have to talk about why you're leaving, but just talk about your time there. Because either way, it either taught you what you're gonna do in the future or what you're not gonna do in the future. So it did teach you something. You grew. It was a painful growth, but you grew. Leave on a good note. Shake hands. Give a hug. You never know. You never know when you're going to need somebody. You never know when you're going to need that recommendation. You never know when another job is going to say, hey, I need to talk to your previous employer. Leave on a good note, no matter how bad the experience was. Smile at the fact that you're leaving. And that should be enough for you to smile through that meeting and tell them that you're leaving. So anyway, yes. I had this gut feeling since undergrad when it's time for me to move on, and I've been using it since, and it's been getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Relationships are a little bit different, I have a big heart. I'm a very much tough type of person, type of individual, but I have a very big heart, and sometimes I don't know when to stop giving, when to stop loving. But I think that just comes with that whole love thing. You know, you learn as you go that not everybody deserves your love. And the quicker you can catch on to that is the quicker you can leave, so that you don't have to deal with the heartbreak. But I'm still learning with the relationship part. But with the work part, oh yeah, when it's time to go, it's time to go. And best believe, don't just go, hello, drop another key. Number 4, don't just go and not have a backup. Don't just get up one day, say I'm leaving, I'm quitting. You go in there going crazy, cursing people out. It's better to quit the right way, not burning any bridges, than to get fired. Hello, don't do it. Don't get fired, and don't leave without a plan. So before, when you get that feeling that it's time to move on, especially in a work experience, start looking. You should have started looking for jobs a long time ago. Look for a job, look for something part-time, look for something in the meantime so you get what you want. But don't just leave without a plan. Even if that plan is small. Like right now, my plan is a little small, but you gotta find that hustler in you. You gotta have that hustle gene. Cause out here is not gonna hand anything to you on a platter. You gotta go get it. You gotta go out there and get it. And let me just say, Indeed, INDEED.com is your best friend. So if you don't have an account, go get one. It's your best friend. Don't ever leave somewhere without a plan B. As far as work experiences, as far as relationships, if you're leaving a relationship, you should not have no plan B, because that means that you was with that plan B while you was with plan A, and that ain't cute. All right, you know, that's another episode. Your plan B should be by yourself for a couple weeks or months or years, so you can figure your life out. But yeah, guys, I just want to talk to y'all for a little bit. I'm not feeling too well. I'm about to go back and watch Orange is the New Black until I take another nap. Not feeling too well, but I just wanted to drop some keys. I just wanted to share with y'all my experience. And again, Dear Dre is about how you can live your best life. What are things and who are some people that you need to sign your name at the bottom, seal that envelope, and let them fly? Who do you need to say goodbye to? What do you need to say goodbye to? And all you gotta do is write to my email, ssdeardre@gmail.com, and send me your signed and sealed letters. Subscribe to this YouTube podcast. This is episode number 2. I'm about to go take some medicine, and I'm out. Signed and sealed. Peace out, y'all.